But what we've learnt so far about the nature of our planet and the nature of our species lets us discern two possibilities, I think, for a human future. One is outlined in this book by Peter Ward, a great friend of mine, called the Medea Hypothesis. Peter argues that it is a characteristic of life to destroy life. The Medea Hypothesis is named, incidentally, for the Greek mythical figure Medea, who killed her own children. And Ward argues that the great extinction events, or at least most of the great extinction events of Earth's history, have come about when life has been very successful. So life is very successful, creates a build-up or an imbalance in the greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. That then leads to a shift in oceanic circulation. That causes a great extinction event. And in Ward's mind, the destruction of biodiversity, as we're seeing it at the moment, and the current human progress is entirely concordant with Earth history. I think the hypothesis rests on shaky foundations. It rests on a belief really in a survival of the fittest world. But we know that we do not live in a survival of the fittest world. And the reason I say that, just to think about this in a slightly different way, imagine a football competition that's a survival of the fittest football competition. At the end of the season you'd have a winner, but you wouldn't have a competition anymore. There'd only be one team. That's not the nature of the world we live in. We live in a world of enormous diversity, complexity, and cooperation. It's not a survival of the fittest world. So the Medea Hypothesis, I think, is based on a wrong concept of evolution's legacy, but also is built on an awareness of our current environmental crisis. And I can't argue with that. We are clearly in a moment of crisis if we take the longer view.